Hello and welcome back to English with Laura.
Hey everyone, really glad you're here with us today.
So, Daniel, how's the weather where you are today?
Oh, it's actually really nice. A little cool, but sunny. I like it.
That's perfect because today's lesson is all about talking about the weather in English.
And I feel like this comes up all the time in real conversations.
It really does. Weather is one of the most common topics for small talk in English.
So this is going to be really useful.
Let's get started. Think about how often the weather comes up in daily life. You walk into work and someone says, "Nice day today, right?" Or you meet a neighbor outside and they say, "Looks like rain later."
Yes, those kinds of conversations happen all the time.
And if you don't have the right words, it can feel awkward. You might not know what to say back.
That's happened to me before. Someone mentions the weather and I just smile and nod.
Exactly. So today, we're going to fix that. You'll learn simple, natural phrases for talking about the weather and how to keep the conversation going after that.
I'm ready for this one.
Before we dive in, if you find this lesson helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a new lesson from us.
It really helps us make more videos for you.
Okay, Daniel, let's start with a simple morning situation. You're arriving at work or school, and a coworker or classmate says hello. Ready?
Ready.
Hey, Daniel, beautiful morning, isn't it?
It really is. I love days like this. Not too hot, not too cold.
I know, perfect weather. I hope it stays like this all week.
Me too, though I heard there might be some rain later in the week.
Oh, really? I hadn't heard that. I should check the forecast.
That felt really natural. I didn't even think about it.
That's exactly how it should feel. Notice how the conversation moved. You agreed, added a small detail, and then introduced a small new idea. That's how real small talk works.
So it's not just answering, it's adding something small too.
Right, that's what keeps the conversation going. Now let's try a different kind of weather. Imagine it's a cold, rainy day, you step inside somewhere and someone sees you coming in from the rain.
Oh, I know this feeling.
You look soaked. Is it still raining out there?
Yes, it's pouring. I got caught in it without an umbrella.
Oh no, it came on so suddenly, didn't it?
It really did. The sky just opened up.
Well, at least you made it inside. I heard it might clear up by this afternoon.
I hope so. I have to walk back later.
That whole exchange felt really real, and once you have those phrases, rainy day conversations just flow.
I liked the sky just opened up. That sounds really natural.
It does, and it's a great expression to know. It means the rain started very suddenly and heavily. One more situation. Sometimes people ask about the weather in your home city or country. This is a nice way to connect and share something personal.
Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't thought about that angle.
So imagine I'm asking you about weather back home. So, what's the weather usually like where you're from?
It's pretty warm most of the year. We get a lot of sunshine, but summers can get really hot.
That sounds nice. Do you get much rain?
A little, mostly in the spring, but winters are quite mild.
I think I'd enjoy that. I'm not great with cold weather.
Then you'd love it there.
See how naturally that flowed? Talking about weather from home is a great way to share something about yourself without it feeling forced.
It actually felt like a real conversation, not a practice exercise.
That's the goal. So let's look at what made those conversations work.
All three felt really different, but they all used simple language.
Exactly. Weather talk doesn't need complicated words. It needs the right phrases and a little natural movement. First, start with an observation, something you both notice. Beautiful morning, isn't it? Or it's really pouring out there.
So you comment on what's happening right now.
Right. Then, second, agree and add something small. Don't just say yes. Add one idea. I love days like this, or I got caught without an umbrella.
That's what keeps it going.
Exactly. And third, you can ask a small follow-up question. I hope it stays like this, or did you hear about rain later? That invites the other person to keep talking.
So you notice something, you add a little, and you invite them to keep going. That's really all small talk needs.
Exactly that. Simple to remember and very natural in real life. Now let's look at the most useful phrases from today.
I already want to use some of these.
First, beautiful morning, isn't it? A classic friendly weather opener.
Short and easy. I can say that anywhere.
Next, not too hot, not too cold. A natural way to describe perfect weather.
That one sounds really conversational, very natural.
It's pouring out there, a strong, natural phrase for heavy rain.
I like that one. It sounds like something a native speaker would say.
I got caught in it without an umbrella, perfect for rainy day situations.
Oh, that's going to be useful. That happens to me a lot.
The sky just opened up, a great expression for sudden, heavy rain.
That's a beautiful phrase, actually. Very vivid.
It might clear up by this afternoon, useful when rain is expected to stop.
Good to know. I never knew how to say that.
And finally, winters are quite mild, a natural way to describe weather back home or in another place.
That one's great for talking about where you're from.
Okay, now it's your turn to practice. Stay in the same weather conversation we just practiced. I'll guide you through it. It's a sunny morning and you walk in somewhere. Someone smiles and says, "Nice day today, right?" Agree and add something warm. Try, "It really is. I love weather like this." Good. Now add a small follow-up. Say you hope it stays nice. Try, "I hope it stays like this all week." Now it's a rainy day. Someone asks, "Is it still raining out there?" Tell them yes and say what happened to you. Try, "Yes, it's pouring. I got caught without an umbrella." Great. Now add the expression for sudden rain. Say, "The sky just opened up." Well done. Last one. Someone asks what the weather is usually like where you're from. Give a simple, natural answer. Try, "It's pretty warm most of the year. Summers can get really hot." Perfect. You just had 3 real weather conversations in English, naturally and confidently.
That felt good. Weather talk doesn't feel so random anymore.
Let's shadow now. Listen first, then say it with me. Try to sound warm and natural, just like a real conversation. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Not too hot, not too cold. I love days like this. I hope it stays like this all week.
It was really pouring out there. I got caught without an umbrella. The sky just opened up. I hope it clears up soon.
Listen again, then shadow along. Focus on the rhythm and keep it natural. So, today you learned how to talk about the weather in English in a natural, confident way.
And I realized it's not just about the words, it's about keeping the conversation moving.
Exactly. Notice something, add a little, and invite them to keep going. Those 3 steps work in almost any weather conversation.
And the phrases are so simple. You don't need complicated English for this.
That's right. Simple language used naturally is always better than complicated language that feels forced.
I feel ready to talk about the weather now, in any situation.
And that's a great place to be. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What's the weather like where you are today? Tell us in the comments. Just one sentence is perfect.
Go ahead and try it. It's great practice.
And one more thing, where are you from? Write your country in the comments. We love hearing from learners all around the world.
I always enjoy reading those. It's amazing how many different countries watch this channel.
If this lesson helped you, please give it a like. It really helps the channel. And subscribe so you don't miss our next lesson.
See you in the next one.
See you soon. Keep practicing. You're doing really well.